yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Taboo, trends, anything and everything. You can watch us every single week on YouTube and Facebook. This is No Filter in Paradise.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yo, guys, welcome back to yet another episode of No Filter in Paradise, a show about anything and
Everything.
between two friends. One is straight, and
and
the
one
other,
is really, really gay.
like how gay?
Like extremely gay.
Like from a
there's nothing
scale
else.
of 1 to 10, how gay we talking?
2,500.
Really?
Per.
Mr. Steal Your Man Gay.
Ow.
Careful, huh? Guys, welcome back to the episode. Today's going to be a fun episode. I don't know which episode this is because who's counting anyways. I think it's 59. I'm just, Rizbel gets mad at me like, Emil, you're so stupid. You don't even know your own show.
Just stop saying it. Like,
But I have to come up with the titles. So it's now I send the titles and then EP and then whatever she thinks is the episode. I don't even know anymore.
you just check the last one. That's just
Yeah,
how
but I'm also lazy.
regular people work. But it's okay.
Okay. Guys, today's going to be a fun episode. It's going to be a little bit educational. I just want to say this right off the bat.
Educational.
Yeah, depends how you see it.
I'm here.
I'm about to learn. I
with
only
these
care
people.
about...
There's no education going on.
Okay, a little bit of gossip. Let's put it that way. But,
Truth. is
Yeah,
what's gonna happen.
it's a little bit on the political side. But just so you know, at least this side of the table is neutral. But let's hop into it. Today we have our special guest. We got Miguel and Gerlien Croes. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We've actually had this conversation. Actually, we've sat with you guys before, but on a different show, Vota Pa King. And what do you guys think of the studio? Because last time you guys were here, it was Vota Pa King.
Yeah, we
now
were
it's-
all the way in that corner.
I love it. You guys have it's really massive. Really kind of like stepped it up. So well done.
100%.
Echmar, come through.
Woohoo!
Per.
But hey, one thing, it doesn't have to be English, so we can go papiamento back and forth.
Okay.
And please do me un favor, sa akin ito un political conversation.
Okay.
Does this tabo miss?
All right.
As in, don't be like, buenos noches, gusto kita sentahan, tapos one papi over the...
But then,
100% not Miguel. I can stand for that.
Okay, I know. I mean, minute mention the number, bro. Telling me, este wabo. Hey, who's got the bigger office between the two of you?
she does.
How do you feel about that?
I've learned to live with it because she stole my office. But I was compensated with new furniture, so
Thank God.
it worked
Wait,
out
as in
well.
they gave you here's some furniture.
Yeah, they gave me more modern furniture. It's good.
Something's gotta give.
Kanya, pwede furniture din mo oficina? Bumesmes na compra?
No, aí na minha oficina não está full craft. Me tinha saído bisa mané 3-4 lunas acaba.
Bom, din tempo pegou na
Não, pero agora que me bisa em dezembro, agora que nós também tem recesso, me também echt focus
Como
pa mané.
aprovecha amanhã, Black Friday.
Ah, true. Pero não,
Mas
minha
Black
bisa
Friday is
dezembro,
not
me
Black
também echt
Friday.
zorg para tudo costa in place.
Y'all know that they're gonna roast y'all when they see this about y'all having new furniture and the island doesn't have money, right?
Let me wait. Let's clarify.
Okay.
Let's clarify.
Wala, Miguel, where'd you get your furniture from?
Esse aqui muebles más novo que estava na parlamento acaba de outra oficina que na move pone dentro. So it's not brand new furniture that we bought. But yes.
It's already there, but the
And I will
Try
say,
to
kind
save
of,
yourself?
it's not my position to defend them, but Parliament always functions within budget. So we're kind of one of the most.
Oh, really?
We're one of the more austere parts of government. There are only 15 employees when really we should have about double that amount. So we're kind of pretty good with our budget.
That's good. That's good.
Guys, real quick before we actually jump into the conversation, because I'm going to forget. Guys, shout out to Gianni's Group, one of our sponsors here on the show. We're doing a giveaway every single week. Thanks to Gianni's, we give away 2 vouchers each, cada una worth 75 florins, where you can go to Asia, you can go to Gianni's, Amore Mio, Garden Fresh, and use this voucher and get yourself some food. All you have to do is very simple. Share this video. You're watching this.
Just share. No, just keep it going.
You're watching this on Facebook right now. Guys, just share the video. That's all we ask for. We don't ask for much. A bunch of you guys are watching. It takes you literally 3 seconds to share this video. That is it. And you get a chance to win 75 florins. Also, make sure you download GG to Go app. If you're lazy like me sometimes, I don't want to leave the house. So I download the app and I love ordering sushi from Asia. What do you like to order?
I just like Gianni's itself. I like the pasta and the
Really?
fact that you can make your own things with the.
I never
the menu.
ordered pasta from the app, so I wouldn't know. I usually order Asia most of the time.
I was staying in a hotel and I had a feast.
Oh, damn. Excuse me.
Sorry.
We're in the in the middle of a
No, I know.
sponsor ad. What a disrespect. Anyways, disrespectful. But hey, guys, if you want double the points with the app at the beach bar is a bar in front of Playa Linda. They have the longest happy hour on the island. All you have to do is go there whenever you buy drinks, food, whatever. You get double the points. And on Sundays, you got brunch and Berlinis.
Ow.
Did you go?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet.
You should.
I definitely will.
I went once. It's nice. Yeah, guys. Make sure to share the video. And we'll also shout out to Romar Trading. We're going to give away one of these bottles. And how to win, I'll tell you later.
Ow.
So, back to the show. Yeah, man. So,
Let's get into it.
yeah, like, it's going to be a little bit of a redo aquí aya. But before we do, hey, if you guys, si hubo comida para este bebida, aquí kita.
Let's start with
Gerlien
Gerlien.
like, huh?
Me gusta comer.
Same here, sis.
Me gusta pasta, hope you don't say querer. Esse aí é luta.
Dinner date.
But like, what do you like favorite? Like carbonara, Alfredo.
Me gusta comer, mas ninguém pode dizer me gusta. Esse aí, me gusta mani hasta comida criollo.
No.
Mani jambo, com
Nah,
cabra.
Yambo,
Tudo esse aí me gusta, Deus.
I don't like yambo. It looks like all slimy and stuff. I don't
É
like it.
difícil para mim choose comida. Você
Sorry.
sei sobre também come.
No. You must take pasta. Miguel, what about you?
I would eat bolo de cachepete. Like that's, I love it. I could survive just on that. And I kind of
What?
like, I love
What?
bread, so like I could eat croissants for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Okay,
Do
croissant.
it like-
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But bolica, like, isn't that too sweet?
It's
like,
I
way
love
too
it.
sweet.
No, I love it. I love it.
nah.
It's like kind of my guilty pleasure. Like some days I just drive from the office. There's a place that sells them, and I'll have one piece. Not now because I'm on the diet. But it kind of like I don't know. It hits the spot for me.
Okay.
That's
okay.
good. That's
Now,
good.
what's one positive thing you guys can say about each other?
I can say many positive things about Gerlien. She's kind of like my office buddy.
You
so
guys
like,
are your offices close to each other?
yeah, so
Okay.
basically on our wing or our side of the parliament, it's hers, then Raison, and then me. And kind of since both of us work primarily from our office at parliament, we see each other every day. So in the morning, it's like, Kiko Batende. So we get drama. Yeah. So
Sabi daw na Miguel.
we spill the tea.
What do you croissant? Minsan nila, mama.
So, yeah.
No, but what's one positive thing you can say about
So,
Gerlien?
Gerlien, she's fun to be around. I think like I wouldn't be enjoying parliament or politics as much if she wasn't in it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like we can have a laugh, we can get serious. She's a very hard worker, and she's a very good orator. She speaks really well,
Yeah.
and she's focused and committed to the job. Like let's say if I haven't read a law, Gerlien, have you read it? Kind of like so we're both there doing our job and working very hard. So there's a few of the many
There
positive
you go.
things. about
Gerlien,
her,
what do
yeah.
you have to say?
Well,
It
goes
basta
both
halo.
ways.
Basta.
Sí,
Like,
sí,
damn.
sí. Pero, I mean, Miguel es fun. Y ito yung, capacidad analítico financieros, financially hobby bong. En toen zei hij algo kumita man echt respect. So anytime we're in a meeting or during anything that we're doing, and if it's something financial, you see Miguel and he's already like, see yung calculator na man. Ze zei algo kumita bisa hopi nice je, pero tambe no está echt hopi professional tambe ku outro.
Sowieso.
Brainstorm tambe hopi viaja over diferente tópico. Y no está assim for the outro, so
Yeah, algo was no para suportar de otro.
Ainda no.
ainda no.
Ainda no.
I like to like,
Ainda no.
Not in the
Mira,
fact that she got your office? Nothing?
No.
I've gone over that. I've gone
Back
over
when I
that.
had neighbors, I don't know. Pero ¿qué tipo de experiencia hubo aquí con gobierno? Like, obviously...
Ito ba kay? That's it. That's it.
Wow, okay, what's up?
No,
the kind of
guys,
speechless hubo aquí.
okay.
I was we were going to ask about, because I know we saw
Okay.
a little... We're going to say that for later. You did a
Okay.
post. We're going to ask that for later, but...
Okay.
That's what you're talking about.
I know, but like, that's some juicy stuff. I want to know, but I want to
Okay.
save it for the viewers. You know, like... Voy a comer por el cacho de tibia, porque voy a dar más la.
Fair enough. Fair
Okay,
enough.
okay. But like, ito pa sa dos for biabos actually den gobierno. Ito la cual vos na expect drentando of it money like, what the fuck is going on in this place? Like,
Well, para mí ito más un confirmation de lo cual kumita ta pensa kaba.
okay, ano gisela?
Paso awakin ang yanos ting tukang mane bota wak to dokumento na ang anto bota wak a reality.
You have the access.
Aha, mane recently mi wak mi Facebook mane ding memories. Kumita wata questioning kung aruba ang negosya ko hula na anto ko mita mane ha.
This is what it is.
Sí, dos esa ito mane primeiro tata bayano pa election time. Dos mane aya email atrás dos awaki bota wak turcos. E eta bom e at the same time malo was hope biyaha bota wako sang ku really go wrong decision making wise. Ang teoria mi tibi saya ito baita anos como pueblo ko tabay paga pa isa. Pero
how do you hold somebody account? Like who gets held accountable for those decisions that have already been made? So the ones that you got to confirm.
Ito nos job as parliament member. So sa nos tingo kontrola ito trabaho. Isa ito algo ko ito puro bahas si Hopi. Be transparent. Ikawong bisikos manera ko ita. Iko facts. Mito kung sa dokumento ng so antes Hopi biyahe na to bisa algo mani pero di mo na sakya sa kibusa. Awo mito kung post mani okay what about sa mes? Minota ganyan. Pero generally mito akusano ito trabaho. Echt Hopi, te awo. Pudrami ki dos vezes pero nami no te quiere. Echt pinosa mi example pa mi a jump ding dyan no tawta jihal to dus te awo kita bayano bo.
Nice. How's your experience, Miguel?
So it's an interesting experience. I'm going to go back to the first meeting we had of Parliament. That was a little bit decepcionante, because you go into the highest organ in our constitutional system and you think that it's going to be at a professional level. And it maybe it operates that way, but let's say when you're seeing it from outside, you're only seeing what the camera is focused on. So you don't get the benefit of the additional show. And the level of heckling and let's say, I think a little bit distasteful, especially in that first meeting. I was just like, WTF. And then it's like you get used to it. You get more used to speaking, you get used to the heckling, and you start heckling yourself,
So I want to do this.
I think for me, the big surprise, it's my first time in politics, first time I stand in elections, is the intensity of it. It's once you're in politics, I don't know, it's non-stop. I wake up and it's I don't know how many WhatsApps, and it doesn't end until 10 p.m. And you think, okay, this week there's nothing big going. There's always something going on. So, and
when you don't know about it, you're about to find out.
Exactly. And it's as when you're Parliament, you have to read all the laws that we're going to be that are coming to Parliament. Yeah. But at the same time, you have to speak to your voters. You have to speak to stakeholders. So God. Literally, let's say managing time and it's just very intense. There's no off button to politics, and that 24/7, wake up even on Sundays they WhatsApp you about politics. That was something new that I had to get used to, and I've never taken it personally, so I get to enjoy it like I do, and so it's been good. Nice. I enjoy the ruffle and tuffle and
hey, so far this conversation is going pretty well. You guys are not being very political. I like it. Okay. I'm just waiting for one of you to be like, I'm going to stop. Just shut up. Okay. Let's retract. All right. Something want to?
Let's go. No, we're good so far. I'm part of the juiciness.
Yeah. It's like Shaka's gonna wait for you guys to say one thing.
This is your side. You take it nice.
I'm like the navigator. All right. So going the first time for you, you've been in the past, but now you're in it. Kiko tama the biggest challenges ko sa ting as in battery na din gobyerno oh damn sakta roadblock basta grande kung hindi ko ba surpasada kiko tong challenge grande awag ko boso
leveling up politics.
As in
leveling up.
Eso não coiting kutakawa ding jeep.
Sim, pastora, bota purba hasiele, em todo caso, amito purba nota personal e purba echta bosa, tulo que kuta e content, anto at the same time bota wak ku outro na ngayon na stuck ding mesmo tempo de traditional dos manicona anta culpa outro ku 2014 ku jazz I mean nós estamos 2021 let it go bosa mane be responsible for what you're doing anto kung bosa bisikos manera kita anto isaita algo ku mitahaya ko pa no siegi nang ever it's gonna take time it's gonna take a lot of time
traditional kuting ayas ka ba ko just bulafo bye.
Well, porta sí, pero lo cual ko ami te quiero no me hasta nunca kung give up. E queda mane mantener po mesmo po princípio não. So, ami sempre bisa mi te dranto po mi te quero e mi sa ku politica po orda assim different. 100%. Anto agora que não mi te doing it, eu que não tá bem bom. E mi te quero que se tur hena te dranto ku etat e não. One day we'll see a change.
Aqui dos election.
Who knows?
Hopefully sooner.
But aceita algo, so even kung abo not get personal, they will get personal. Even the gente com menos bota pensa,
I mean,
it's gonna happen.
I personally, if I'm going about it from Vota Pa King, shout out to Elite Studios, I know like one person that for sure y'all cannot be talking about would be like Minister President, because she was always one to always say like
Gerlien Tagayado.
the level is hopi bajo. She would always say that.
campaña.
On
But she's the one with the shovel, you know?
Wait, what?
Wait,
Wait, what's going on? Okay, I'm like black up on the second.
I'm just saying, like, Avasa from Vota Paking, when we experienced, we interviewed her.
Of course.
She would mention that the level of politics on the island is very low, and people go like personal. They go they go for the juggios. Like, you know, like they go low. So I'm saying I don't think she is part of this.
What do you mean?
That you're speaking of now.
That
like,
she doesn't go personal?
Yeah.
She's the one holding the shovel. Like, you know, let me put it this
She's
way.
the,
Like,
she's the one.
maybe she's trying, but it's kind of like, yeah. I think politics cannot be taken personally. Kind of, it's also, you know, a little bit of the culture. And when my experience is that, for example, when they don't have a counter argument, they go personal.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you have somebody cornered that you have your facts straight, you know your law correctly, and you're kind of pressing on a certain point, and they're cornered, that's when the personal attacks come out. And kind of there still is some politicians that, you know, that they revert to that. You know, maybe it's out of defense, maybe it's, you know, but...
How often does that happen, though, that people go personal? Like,
in this parliament, now that the ministers have shifted, it's a little bit less, because you have Andy Croes, who became a minister. So now the people left in this present constellation of parliament, it's not happening often. It's when the ministers come that, you know, we get a little this one, and that.
that's when the juiciness
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
Like, you want to spill some? Like, no, nothing.
I would spill.
How low has someone gone to you, like with you?
How low has someone gone with me? I think it's gone low. I mean, like,
What did he say?
let me give you a good. I don't take anything personally. I have thick skin, so I probably, you know. But I'll give you an example.
Shout out to your shirt, real quick. Sorry.
By the way, yes. But I'll give you an
Horrible
example.
brand.
So I'm not gonna mention the name, but
It's
like for
okay.
example, recently we had the youth parliament come to parliament, and you know the kind of the LGBT population or contingency in the youth parliament is much larger than the general population.
course.
So the meeting finished, and I'm leaving, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I hear two members of parliament, and one of them was asking them, kind of like questioning me, like, you know, how do you become a member of the youth parliament? And this member of parliament turns around and says, and I just, you know, I wasn't part of the conversation, I was going down the stairs, you know, it's like a fruit salad, you know, and that kind of like that. That's the personal that gets to me, because it's not an attack on me, but that does get under my skin. And then I kind of have to bite my tongue and not kind of like take their inventory. I will get them back eventually.
Yeah. You'll
But
you'll have your right time
Yes.
to like use it. Yeah.
But I mean, I think those are the type of personal attacks that we don't want to see. You know, for example, we saw an example in one
so
meeting. I
messy.
remember one of the ministers called a member of parliament a donkey without looking in the mirror. We had
whoa.
the prime minister, I think, called a member of parliament a hypocrite. You know, and while at the same time saying that, you know, when they go low, we go high. So you kind of like, yeah. So it's kind of, it's entertaining. Let me put it this way, it's entertaining, but it's also a skill. Debating is a skill. Throwing shade without getting personal is a skill.
Speak
And
back.
some, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
one of Shark's best skills. I think.
When you're gay, you can actually
are
master
back.
it.
I think
Facts are
facts.
facts.
Okay, yes, there we go.
Period.
I think you can get away with these kind of things.
I love it.
Yeah.
But I also want to know, like, kika the worst thing kung naiibig sa abo ng parlamento?
Well, binos ako atong
Oh.
worst. Pero
Well, feel free to share. No, like,
a primeira reunião, sei tota algo que tota hopi prat, achteraf, dia ay Miguel asali, yami tayo, full pissed. So, no, ja, tot die reunião, anto nang buting ko firma, ora bo bing reunião, ko bota presidente.
Yeah.
E para trás, sempre tem mani formulário também, segundo formulário que bota pone para bo hasi bo speech. Anto, ja, nós estávamos na primeira reunião, anto, uma firma, uma vecina, tanto meu colega Raíssa, anda sentar, me também, pero, a minha wakker sprekerslijst. E também, me tampouco. Ok. But anyway, net presidente abre a reunião, en toen zei maar dat was je naam op de sprekerlijst. Dus, je gaat het op papier houden. I mean, what?
And it had to do with the budget. So basically, we wouldn't have been able to ask questions on the budget.
yeah.
Hey, I mean, huh? Que me pasa aqui, não? Miguel, vai,
Sim.
né? Bota corrupto.
Let me just be clear because you know what?
Here's some context. Yeah,
Nós temos not nós juramentar. A budget is like a document like this. So you're pulling this. I pulled all-nighters the whole week to get through the budget. I had all my notes and everything. And you're there, you're tired. I went to bed
You're
at 2 and
ready
I'm
to talk.
there. And I'm like, wait. Bota bisado kung nós só trabalhar 1 minuto para papia. Não. Fraude! I walked out. And we left. Yeah.
First meeting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
all of that happened. So
Starting
may
at the right
pa-photo,
foot.
the team interviews happening. Anto mo, Miguel full Croes kami. Gamit mo
was going
may
to go.
interview.
Mas mo nung haya chance pa papel.
No, and then hope erg. Dus no so by interview. Dan madrenta back din sala, antora mito escucha. Mito escucha. E por mim nessa tipo, ta jurista prensa Suleina. Mito mani. Ay, Dios, here we go. That was the first one. And then mito mani, okay, let me just kill the professional. E mito sige gewoon hasi mi trabalho. Anto depois de sair todo tem par mais comigo também. Den campanha acaba. Gerlien Croes a ganhador. Mito mani. Anto
Wat
true
heb je
facts
gezegd?
and the
Ministro-
sali.
ministro je
Dus het about salubridade. Mas eu também sei kunang te sonko abisa Holanda kunang te korta. Anto no Holanda te sonko abisa te korta. En awo kinanta resultaat
Now it
kota.
came
Na
out.
te sonko. Dus ami te mani basa minuto contestai kunanki. Eventually a facts ang mes também bing. E tao te ting hopi mas biya. Awe merdia mes. Kuta hopi fresh out of the oven.
So many questions.
Let's go, bring it
No.
on.
So, baba ka overlook pa sa awe. Like, kika pa sa enkel
Ah, okay,
kaya.
see.
Like, basta na. I know I have an idea. Like, kaya ba whale gap? Alas, you
You
know?
just cut off a piece of gossip, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shit, keep going. Keep going. What's the gossip?
Okay, so basically, lo qual que pasa ahorita ku la comisa si man pasa, if do si man pasa, a resulta, tao ting caso na San Martin, quando sai a sentença, ando te visa ku Aruba a proponer el cortamento de 2.6. Pero o governo te visa pueblo ku no, ta Holanda, e ku ta pa fase. Pero que fase acaba. So, den sentença, San Martin, hasta te visa mane, door je sei Holanda ponele pa nós também. Basta mani eta hobi. Basta erg. E ora a minha comissão na saque sentença, mas vai interview, mas comissão para ter over, e ora nang full mas coisa comissão guarda papia tata guarda papia acaba. Anto gewoon reality ta ook nang ku nós tem issue ku não tem fase mas so que eu vou fazer, vou ter que doar na placa back, na placa by.
Where's it going?
Yeah. Não tem transparência. So, ku hopi razão, tur hena ta rabia, pa sobra, of course, botin ko bisami at least na placa abay, e eigenlijk, lo qual ko nang kera hasi, bahe gasto nang, de outra forma, de outro manejo, para não hasi, so na just cut. Anyway, so, lo qual ka pasa awe, to hena manifesta, nang rabia, over je saki, ku razão, Anto governo, of eigenlijk voorzitter die parlemento, presidente, ayamu reunião awe, toevallig, pabing papi di kiko tabay te planan, of kiko te plan di gobernación. Dus eigenlijk bin papia bonita. Anto, mi fracción a question.
I'll tell you good.
Mi fracción a question, ora que reunião abre di biaha, mane, di como também papi di plan, si ainda bono ti presupuesto, e ainda é lei que também donava a carteira não passa officially so esta maneira just bota bem maneira
Nada show para distract o que está passando.
sim anto bota maneira insultar minha inteligência maneira I'm not kids maneira me compreender o que está fazendo então a me tá tei do center dia me tá na minha office me tá maneira possa gewoon me tá sentir me insultar maneira minha inteligência não tá you know. Anyway, merdiga mi para mi conta o último, isso mais recém, mas sali, mas vai tada tinha uma pessoa que me trabalha com mulher, tá fiel votador e membro de nosso partido e e família também tá de meu bairro e me sabe tá vai whatever happens me tinha que vai se canang rato. So mas sali, fei staten, vai bem back. Mas bem correto com me comendo, você vai buscar me yunang. Então ma drop nang full de me rush, de me stress, você me tem que vai back come. Ora me tá cabe come, também me tem que vai inteiro, não me corre vai inteiro bem back. Então já me tá drentando e persona está saliendo, nosotros está aquí, então ele, aceita buscando comida na tabay, e a mim também, oh my God, você me conhece, cara, então ele, ok, so, me saco, depois de Mike Eman, segundo me Gerlien, Croes na número 2 rivalista, pero it's fine.
The hit
Basta
list.
amin no tabay na level inang, pero ito bisa mas di ihende, ko ito bisa algo di amin.
Ito mo pensa like, what are we in, like in high school?
A little bit. So kind of when we have long meetings, Parliament buys us lunch, so we all order in, and then that's why like kind of like
When you
know,
order, make sure you order from Gigi to Go, Gianni's, and get your Azeros.
Yes, I can propose that. I think I don't know who they're using now.
Probably un hand
Where's the plug?
familia. What?
You hit the nail on the head.
Anyways, Wayne.
Yeah.
What I was gonna ask was.
Oh, wait, you just cut him off.
No,
No, that's it. No, I said.
Just play along, you know?
All right.
I'm trying to save myself from earlier.
No, it's not the same ever. Okay, so when it comes to like AVP, are you all not happy that you didn't sit down now? Like, because now you're the ones that would have to been saying all of these things, like, because it was already signed for.
Yes, but we would have done it differently. Anto awara kinang ami to bisa local ko na nga hasi wrong na mias bibando ko ne. Anto maybe na mias mesa solution ne awo ibusca manera po solution pero obviously a capacity inang siguro minote simiwak kong na negotiate mas not all the echt negotiation ko tumulugam ito ta mas bitikira pressure ko ta happening anto na propose things pa nano
Just to get away.
Sí, anto awara kinang we are living with the consequences. I ta kostam ko ta bay pa hopi ay. So ami ta awara kinang mita ami personally to hopi happy ko miti ang trabaho aki. Uno mita get to see well te una kupor pa so nata tur dokumento nos ta haya. Pero mi por wak mi por question I alabas segumitoch parliament bong drempel no pabo go eventually to one next step. Pero echt waar elota question di by hasi upriming di local ku ko awardo hasi.
Okay.
Sí.
Anto awo kaya ta papi, cool.
Ahora short kumisa así, no? Chop us up. Like, this is not political anymore. Let's go.
It's nothing like that, but whatever. Anyways, kaya ta papi, cool. Persona di AVP tatabisando ku Mr. Clean Up partido. Dus nanda sinti ku the younger generation, Mr. Takeover. Dus Mike Eman tingo bay, Mike de Mesa tingo bay, Durko Dowers tingo bay. How much of this stuff facts e como Mr. Cindy era over DSA?
Partido está very open. Y lo cual kumita enjoy hopita ku nos espacio awardo mani crea para nos as the young ones. When it comes to even decision making, anto politics ting transition periods. I naruba dorku henan dabe hopi largo din politica. Cara ku pensioen leeftijd tamo ta hopi halto. Sai mesta pone ku henan sowieso not dabe sali fase ili hefe politics. Sei nota motivo, pero kung ta unya motivo ng tama timbiyaha ko botawa ko hinata queda largo din politica. Pero it takes time. I partido ta having that time. Dus a transitioning ta happening pouco pouco. Pero cosme pobisa that knowledge i experience ko nanting ta impeccable. Gewoon echt timbiyaha ko san tabay pasa. Anto nan tabay bisa this is gonna happen. Ya bota mani E después de un rato, it happens. So they already know, basta kiko ta imaya nang ku na sempre ser usa. E coisa que a mim sempre te bisa a mim te queda mi mes. E me te queda hasi lo cual com minha bing pone mi mes pa hasi.
Sure.
Dus pero me te queda ku mi por bisa gewoon eerlijk no filter ku partido ta having su tempo ku ta cambiando. Dus slowly, but it's happening.
Você sente que você clap e cambia AC? Like, você lo carga e mesmo amount of peso de voters sim e renda ng aqui?
Wak, ding política, renda não tem que costuma com cara de renda. Se você não sabe quem é renda tá? Sim, pouco a pouco não está acostumado, não está mané. Eu ori bota by wak team movement. Dus atrobe é um transition period, lo qual que se me está seguro que o partido tem capacity and knowledge. That for sure. Isay si manitur candidates ang tahopi karga ko isay. Anto isay mi tikira tong pluspunt ko sempre destacare badje. Pero ami si takira firmly ko pa biama partido tradicional, whatever turcos como escucha. It's gonna be the party. I'm sorry, Miguel. Maybe you will join. I don't know.
That was my next question. Papiando di partido.
Yeah.
I need to ask, like, you've lost a few members, like quite a few.
Yeah, we kicked them out.
Oh.
Not the kick out.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Like,
So, being a new party, the process that Gerlien is living, or kind of like that AVP is going through, we do it much more quickly. So I'm a new face in politics. I was kind of campaigning for 3 months, and I'm in. And kind of, let's say, we had very little time to kind of build up the kind of like the party. We had our marketing strategy. All of that went, in the bin when government fell. But I think kind of, let's say, as a party, we're always searching for new candidates. Kind of the amount of support we have now is much more than before the elections. So I think it's flourishing. I think it's going well. And I think we're really well positioned to grow at the next election.
what happened?
Nothing. What?
Did you touch my phone? I don't trust. Okay.
Relax. You're good.
You're tensing me up. I don't know why. So, how many people did your party kick out?
Okay, so let's get it. Officially, they left. So we started the process for them to leave, or kind of like, okay, in the end, this is what happened. 3 candidates exhausted all of my patience, not only me, the 11 other candidates as well. And kind of, let's say, after election, we had to make a decision, are we going to continue working together as a whole or not? And the truth is, me and I think at least 3-4 other people no longer wanted to do that. So then we kind of decided, okay, we no longer want to work with, these individuals. So let's find a process to ease them out. A political party is organized as a vereniging. It's almost impossible to kick somebody out. So we had to find a way to kind of ease them out. And then, eventually they kind of figured out that, the best thing was for them to leave. So 3 people left the party in total.
3 people.
Yeah.
They left or they got kicked out?
That's open to interpretation. The important thing is that we wish them well, and kind of, let's say, it's kind of like, in a business relationship, you don't like your boss, so you go find another job. So it's kind of like that kind of scenario.
Okay,
Yeah.
boss.
But like speaking of people like running your patients, do un politician de gobyerno que você diz não pode deal com ele, as in cabeça duro, copa quando atende, as in tá difícil para comunicar com a pessoa aqui.
Para mim, I don't think there's nobody I can't deal with. I think there are
But
few.
tem gente like o paciente like run really thin, like cool.
You just ignore.
Like I say, there are some people that I think are a waste of space and shouldn't be there. I'm not going to name them
Is
on
that
the
a long-
show.
is that a long
but
list?
no,
No,
it's
no,
not a
no.
long list. I would say maybe maximum 2 or 3 people. So like kind
Okay.
of that, it kind of like when I have to deal with them, it takes extra patience and kind of like that. But
I
you
feel
know,
like mentally prepared.
but like I say, in the end, we're all elected representatives of the people, so
course.
we have to get along with the other elected representatives, whether we like them or not, and kind of do better for the people. Like regardless of kind of our political differences, I like to think, some people, I'm not going to lie, some people are there because it's the best career option for them, but I would like to think that even in spite of that, everybody sitting there in Parliament wants to do the best they can for the Aruban
course.
people. So yeah,
We also
so
have the
that's kind of the
pressure.
common ground we try and reach. We're still in a stempel parliament, even though kind of we campaigned very hard against it. A few of the other newer parties campaigned against it as well. One of them is defrauding their voters, as we all know. So that unfortunately hasn't changed as quickly as we wanted. But you don't give up hope. Kind of, we're all there to do the best for the Aruban people.
Okay.
That's a really political answer, but okay.
Is it?
It was cute.
time,
It was
BBB
cute. Okay, so, Gerlien,
Yes.
now, election-wise, do you feel like your party did their utmost best this campaign? Even with the short notice and everything?
We did our best, but I think the lack of time had a lot of influence, and the party experienced a big change with regards to new faces. We had like 13 or 14 new candidates. So again, it goes back to what I just explained earlier. It takes time for the people to get acquainted with the new faces and for them to build up the experience. So the message probably didn't come across as we wanted to. And maybe it's just a change of strategy needed for the next election. And also building up with regards to content, especially what is happening now with the landenpakket, tulo que gusto wak happening in government. We really have to define new visions and ideas and policies. And we are already busy with that. We have several working groups and steering groups that all is happening behind the curtain. And we're working very hard and trying to define new vision ideas and policy ideas, especially for the economic part. I mean, the only way for Aruba to get out of this situation is to have an economy blooming. And currently, we don't really see what else is happening next to the development in tourism. And we have to hal in to look at the damage no kuno sa experience ku e pandemia. And you have to be creative.
Sorry. Pues vamos a ver, mi memoria está jodido. No te voy a olvidar la pregunta aquí. Pero like, okay, bisa was basicamente otro style economic pillar que pode ajudar a Aruba a sair da situação que tem carência. Que de boa opinião, que tem route que você like, if we go this route, this is going to help Aruba a lot financially.
New economic pillar that take a lot of years, no? Pabo by binko uno. Lo qual si mete kere Aruba da hopi bonga ding, nos hopi bong ding knowledge e ding kennis, dus ding services. Anto isaita algo que hopi biyahan nos mesmo to realize ding entre nós que Aruba dor que nós está país que está dando serviço constantemente, nós assim está hopi bom ninguém sei, anto outro país na região não tinha mesmo gosto. Dus está coisa que a nós por oferecer dentro da região e que nós podemos desenvolver para budget. E essa é também basically é parte da ideia do passado que a 13 horas que quer fazer Aruba hub de Europa entre Europa e Latinoamérica e a region, para sobre budget sabe que bota bom nenge. E a mim echt quer hobby ding traga junto com a região, me quer ter hobby opportunities para build e laço para build com Europe, com Holanda mesmo também, em certo sentido, por exemplo, com a gemeente não, e tem hobby outra ideia não, como me quer nós por capitalizar e budget, agricultura, it may require hobby investment e tem assim um hobby report de bisabo caba com even kubo by invest assim no hobby, não lo tá so ver kubo lo by exportar, pero gewoon ele porta ajuda em mercado local. Pero
Sei um tique difícil se com invoerrecht and tourist tax.
This is one of the questions I had to the Minister of Economy today, because he kind of came and we've heard this spiel before from the Prime Minister as well. We have these 6 promising sectors. We're going to do our master plan, blah, blah, blah. None of it works if we don't. None of it works.
We already have one.
Yeah, no, that's what they're going to be implementing. That's going to be our salvation. Okay. And kind of, let's say, none of it works until we fix what's broken. So in Aruba, we have the highest taxes in the world. We have kind of the most burdensome access to the financial system in the whole region.
The taxes goes up to like 52% or something like that.
52 or 58.
Yeah.
We have kind of, let's say, one of the highest costs of production, one of the highest utility bills. We have like kind of, so these are all costs of production. Until we have kind of the most expensive internet. So
and it doesn't even work that good.
If we
it's not
don't
even that great. So
if we don't address those issues, there's no chance of kind of diversifying economy. There's no chance of kind of like capitalizing on the skills of the people and stuff like that. So literally, we have to fix what's broken. And to fix what's broken means you have to step on maybe Seitar's foot, or you have to step on this person's foot. And what we haven't seen is the political will to do that.
Because some of these people probably finance their campaign and they don't want to mess.
Not only that,
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just assuming. I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong.
But like in every country, there are entrenched interests, and there's also a resistance to change. Like one of the big things that I've noticed now that I'm on the inside of government is things
tell us the
move
deeds.
Desperately slow.
Yeah.
Desperately slow. Like for example, we're a new fraxi, so each parliamentary group gets a certain amount to help with their work, so you can kind of pay for legal advice, have a law draft, blah, 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 blah. To get the money, you have to draw up a stichting. When I first when we did a stichting Fractie Medewerkers Actie Medium, we went to a notary. It took a couple of months because the government owes them like unpaid stichtings from 2011. Ooh. So they wouldn't process it. So then we had to ask them to separate ours. Finally, they separated. Then we opened the stichting. Then we had to go apply for a bank account. Aruba Bank, thank you. They did it super quickly in less than a month.
Aruba Bank sponsor us,
this time. But like, it's such a tedious process. So then kind of the bank account is open. Now we've given them the contract back to the government. The minister has to sign it, even though we're the highest organ. Then the governor has to think. And now kind of like there's no money to put in our account. So it's kind of, let's say, but all of this.
God.
I kind of swore in as a member of parliament on July 8th. We're more than 5 months out from that. I still haven't gotten one penny to help my fraksi actually function. So, and kind of like I bring it up in meetings, okay, like what are we going to do for new parties that are coming in? And the answer is like, well, there's nothing we can do really because Parliament can't open because like, can we have a neutral stichting, like a bridging gap? No.
Like you're bringing.
There's a massive
solution.
resistance to change, especially in the public sector and the government apparatus. And that kind of we just have to quash.
I like how you bring like a solution and then like, no pasa nada. Prometemos estando aqui como para fix.
Okay, y por ti un motivo legal para que el parlamento de su mesa,
Pero
but I'm like, okay, but there's still a problem. Like we're ignoring the problem. Like maybe I don't have the solution, but let's find a solution. No, that cannot be fixed. So let's move on.
Yeah.
And we can't leave things not being fixed.
Jesus. You know what we can fix? A giveaway. Guys, if you want to win a bottle,
Yes.
big shout out to Roma Trading, one of our sponsors on the show. If you guys want to win, this is my favorite. Where is it? The watermelon? Mm-hmm. The watermelon mint with some 7-Up. Oof. Guys, if we're going to give away one of these two. Move it over here. Skirt. Right here.
Ow, go on.
There you go. You can have
Did you
that
drink
one.
all of it?
So if you want to. What? No,
Yes, if I drink all of this.
It's we drank
I did not
we
do
drank
all
this
of this.
last week on the
Last
show.
week.
We had petit. Man, if you haven't watched that episode yet, guys, go watch it. If you want to win this bottle, all you gotta do is very simple. Go on our Instagram right now at No Filter in Paradise. You gotta do 3 things. Number 1, follow the account. Number 2, like the picture. It's gonna be the 4 of us. Like it, and also tag 3 friends that you want to share this lovely bottle with. You already know.
Or this one.
Yeah, or that one. Holidays around the corner. So get a bottle for yourself and your friends. Go chill at the beach. Bring some 7-Ups, and have some fun. So go follow us if you want to win this bottle. And we announce the winners
On.
Friday, 8 p.m. I messed up last week. I am sorry. I am announcing all of that on Friday. Well, last Friday, so you already saw it.
Cheers to that.
Hey, cheers. And by the way, shout out to Roma Trading. They brought their mixologist today. And he's been making us cocktails. So
Yeah. Mine is called
you don't even know.
Sharkberrylicious. No,
Oh.
I can give it a name.
I was like, dude, he didn't even mention it. You're gonna make some shit up.
No, Sharkberrylicious. Yeah.
Anyways, I got 2 drinks, so happy hour. Anyways, guys,
Ow.
go like the pictures, go tag 3 friends, and win the
Good chance
bottle.
to win.
Like, come on, don't be stupid. Let's go. All right, back to the show.
Okay. So.
Hey, Miguel,
No, you go.
Okay.
you posted on Instagram
Yes.
as of watching this show last week.
Yes.
By the way, pintura?
Yahaira.
She's really
She's awesome.
She's
She's
super.
awesome.
I've
Yeah.
seen her work. I saw her. There's one with the police that I saw at the police station. Talented lady.
Yeah.
Me quedo pintura, Donkey. Traga para nós, no filter. What?
Pay her.
I will with promotion. You know all these entertainment. Estamos pagando com exposure. Yeah, right.
Let's go. We have things to get
Va poner, great obra, Too bad gobyerno também cai.
So, sí.
I'm like, what?
Miguel repasar com obra llama Manifesting Miracles. So I kind of like put it up. I'm happy. Like 5 months after swearing in, my office is finally done. Croes, I probably drove a few people crazy in Parliament, getting it there. But then it kind of like, and then this whole thing about the 12.6% started.
Yeah.
And and then I posted, I'm like, okay, Gobiano, it looks like the signs are there. It's not going to last much longer.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. There's no money. There's no plan. Like today, I was salivating to be able to debate Shomara, and she did a runner. Okay, she like kind of and then had to go. So I never got
She's
a
a
chance.
runner.
To
She's a
debate
track star.
what I will say about Shomara is that remember, like when we had the new year of Parliament. The governor came and gave his speech, and it was like her falling asleep the whole time. That was the one moment I was jealous because I looked at her and I'm like, she had a better night than I did yesterday. So like it's kind of like
Whoa.
But
I guess it's okay. No comments.
Press said that she was not asleep.
yes, man, press who likes to tell the truth.
You can't say that.
There's video recording of her asleep.
I mean,
Never
listen.
mind. I'll keep quiet then.
Este go back up su amigo. Was I like, no,
Yeah.
no, no, me.
It's kind of like solidarity. Like,
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
lie
yeah.
for you, Shark.
Porque really, ik heb pensa, as in, like, I pensa, este o gevoel, que o governo vai local, que eu aumento pensar over. Honest opinion, like, again, it's just your opinion. Vou pôr a fout.
No filter with Gerlien.
Miguel pôr a
Pampé.
fout, Sharp pôr a fout, I'm pôr a fout. But this, you know,
Nando vai ter nele roupa difícil para o próximo sobreviver o próximo 2-3 anos. That's for sure. And we saw it coming. Desde a campanha acaba, tá bezig tá wak, tá exponível, pero não sabe, por motivo ou outro, toch ainda não tá wak segumi a realidade. Te a hora que não como ne e papel não tá começa a sair, então coisa não tá get exposed, segumi mit a community também,
Hoop je die nos met een keer
Ja.
no expect of no realizar door ecos ng kids.
não, e tá guardo echt. A minha única coisa que me estava a wak também estava tem gente com a salva nós de pandemia, a minha maneira a wak me pensa, segundo nós também dentro tem outro tipo de pandemia, engraçados, é também difícil para sobre stimulantspakket e maneira as a party nós abisa que nós mestre vai buscar uma maneira se botar a me renegotiate of algo para botin ko vai ser a table com Holanda. Paso a working mas me wag tot gewoon, por exemplo, bij just entregar bezuinigingsplan, dus bij una met bij karta den salubridad and afterwards 8 months after a working nos tahaya mane karta nang uno ko minister ta puntra as it vei mane hey si mi karta kinang kiko pata pensa e si mi karta kinang so what was the plan you know anto ba donele ba entregar na Holanda na Mei aya pasa. So, essa aí não te gusta para nos exponer, não te gusta para nos bisa, pero that's the truth. Dus inam bota waku, bono tabi entregar plan si bono prepare for it. Awo, misa ko Miguel tame tota full pro lance pa kyan durante campaña. We were the only one.
Still am.
Nos tate único lang manera, bosa.
All right, you want to go there?
let's
go there. Okay.
Hey, bring out the boxing gloves.
Let's back up. So you kind of like suggested, like, I think there was a suggestion that we need to develop a plan of how we're going to get out of this situation or stuff like that. Hello, buyanaxshowmedium.com. The plan is right there. Step by step
okay.
by step, how to fix the finance and economy. So, like, this is what we expected, and this is kind of and I think that's why I'm sitting here. We did well because we kind of said, okay, this is an honest appraisal of our situation, and these are the possible remedies. Kind of we guess which ones would take us forward. And I didn't say that government's going to fall out of kind of, let's say,
Mayama ainda.
no, not only that, and it's not a hope. Like I'm gonna be very strategic. I'm gonna be very kind of like I'm gonna be very honest. No,
office.
now let me put it this way, because if government fell like. Listen, campaigning is super intense, so it's like I would have to take a deep breath before I jump into another campaign. I'm ready though. But anyway, so. It got to the point that we started planning for that. Like we have in Action Meeting, we have an emergency campaign plan in case government does fall. Let me put it this way: we are out of money. Like for example, the government doesn't have enough immediate funding to meet its needs. Okay, FASA 2,700 people are no longer going to have income loan subsidy. It's about 7,477. We estimate about 50% of those are going to lose their jobs. So take those 3,900 people added to the 2,700. They are going to have no assistance other than Aruba Kertraha, which is a program to help you find a job, but no assistance. Okay, so that's coming.
By the way,
we didn't get money from Holland.
Hey, Peter, can I get my job back?
We didn't get any money from Holland. We're not going to get money from Holland because they don't have a budget. And kind of what I do see is kind of what I call política de avestruz, kind of like they know the issues, but they're unwilling to take the steps because it's not politically expedient. So it's kind of like the manifestation today, I expect it's going to be like a snowball effect. This is the start of it. And it's just kind of like, everything, like the cracks are getting wider, and I don't see a solution there possible. And first of all, it's a very narrow government. They only have 11 seats. The good thing is Rais are pushovers, so they're kind of easy to control.
Not Rais are pushovers.
Facts are facts. But anyway, so like that is one advantage that Minpres
Miguel
has.
just says his things
But
the way
it's
he
kind of,
says
let me
it.
put it this way, it's going to be as the pressure mounts on kind of like all those candidates and all of those members of parliament. There's no money. Money's not going to come. We haven't seen a budget. Shomara did a runner. I don't see how they're going to get out of this hole.
But then who's going to be responsible? Okay, vamos a decirlo. As in, mi pregunta, gobierno bisa tal cosa, año pasado. Blijkbaar met die paraku na ganha. Aqui, Aruba tá, den, sorry, pero de rodimento.
Sí.
Quem é para responsável, as in like, tu gente puna de,
Votadona.
No,
You guys have
no,
but
because
you
as
guys
in-
have to be responsible. When we go back to elections, you guys have to be responsible. Say who do we think
Okay, but
can
I'm
get us
talking
out of
about
this
right
mess?
now. Okay, election is
Right.
passed. During government, people are saying,
Yeah.
but these people are taking decisions for Aruba.
Yeah.
Are they going to be held accountable for their actions? Or is it, sorry, but I'm putting me best, but better luck next time.
So this is kind of
E na assim da chill com again, estamos começando com tem corrupção, but it's como like com a família whatever, natin ang income, natin na pension, pero but may parents, as in, sorry, pero sa kid do pension, you fucked up. Like, sa kid do pension for paso pero baka hode full público. So, quem também water held accountable for this whole mess that we're in right now?
Well, ito unje pergunta ng kuami hasa di último reunião, mani op een gegeven moment na ta bing tu reunião, tu começa bisa tempo de AVP e tempo de
Dude.
bin
Stop.
2004 e
Like,
2010 ano ne okay Zet dat als algo como bisa de staat, dan né? Okay, me sinto que op een gegeven moment nós temos película de Back to the Future en de machine gewoon pega. No serio, não posso for die machine, não tá gewoon stuck, não pode back. I mean, this is happening now. So abo tem que responsabilizar abo mes for what's happening now. So abo mes tá são ku hasi isa aqui e mi trabalho tá para controlar abo. Dus mi ta haya jammer si ku in realidad I guess timing ta work perfect, no? Tu rekonen kita sali na kla awo not after elections. Dus anos tingo kada gewoon expose the reality. That's our job.
No,
So-
go ahead.
So si gobierno cai, what's gonna happen? Like, the next step.
Elections.
So, okay, so Gobiano Kai, I think the procedural steps está ku basicamente governador lo llama tu líder de fracción, so he'll meet with all the leaders of the party. Mino sasi eta puntra si tem outra governação ku forma or blah blah blah, or we go straight into
Sim,
elections.
nós tingo vai para election.
Straight election.
Sim.
Okay, so
There
there
you
you
have
go. Jurista.
So then, okay, so let's say we do another election.
Yeah.
And a different party wins.
Yeah.
What can they do different now? Like, what changes can they make if this thing is already signed for? Since
So let me put this way. This is what we did in our party program. We looked at the Landspaket. We kind of took an inventory of what the government's already agreed to. Nanto seti medida. Some of them are not bad. Kind of, let's say, the only part of the Landspaket that we as a party disagreed with was the healthcare part. Because equido interinsular, it doesn't make economic sense. But kind of, let's say, we took like kind of what we needed that money, okay? And we still need Dutch money, and we're still going to need Dutch money for a little while longer because our credit is so bad, because we've been living it up the last 20 years, living beyond our means. And now kind of the bill has come true. Nobody will lend us more money. But like kind of the point is, we took those and said, okay, how can we apply this by reinventing our economic model, and how can we make this to our advantage? For example, BTW is part of the Landspaket. So like, okay, if BTW comes, then inverrechting, BB, all of that has to go, so that people at home won't have to pay more. This government doesn't want to make any reforms, so it's kind of like, how can we extract more money from people that are already suffering, from families that already can't make ends meet? And that's why it kind of like now, if we don't change path and we don't go to election, it's just going to be more pain and suffering until that day does arrive. So sometimes I think, better sooner than later.
Yo,
Well, me kaya di.
really, Peter, give me my job back.
It's not easy, paso. No, it's not easy. Paso buo afirma ulan na pakyat. Pero again, me go back sim lo qual que nós quero mencionar durante a campanha eu aqui ainda. Bo mester tim short-term plan, anto pabo tim placa circular, bo mester laga placa sali tame for di posa ko maniri bisa, right? So si boto tem business, boteri para ko business na move, botin ko invest tiki pa bosa tim movements. Si bewak lo qual com merca te bezig te pakken aan de situatie, sacando placa. Dan te bezig te inverteren ook in de construction projects. Dus gewoon laga economie comienza draaien. Si bewak Europe laga miljones y miljones of work in a loss pa ayuda Israel kuting manelaso kunang panang mes, dus gewoon pakketten die kunnen ons erbij push de economie. Want er zijn not happening aqui na Irak. Dus dat just bezig te waken toeristen aan te jega, nós tem toerismo back. That's not gonna help us. Aqui na nós mister push short term de nossa economia. Se tá construction wise whatever, se tá greening Aruba com project whatever, é just para nós por começar mover, para botar gente que tem trabalho, que você pouco a pouco on a longer term, botin ko by define e botin ko by sinta back hulana. Exemplo, BTW. Okay, I mean, BTW de papel, tá hope bom, pero parte de by execute. Mane, ami tong importador, mi também paga ora com mita importados na fronteira. Ok, pero agora que mi não tenho quase sei, mi tá paguei ele dentro hacker. Agora que mi também paguei upfront, e depois mi tá saque placa back. Qual comerciante também has sei? Se eu não tinha placa para pagar B2B, então tenho que vai portar fio um ticket na banco, lo qual que tenho que vai pagar com interesse é, e não também guarda até hora que vender. Então quem também controlar cada store, mane kusi nanga kita BBO põe B2B, ou se não just põe B2B de BBO. So eu não, se você sentar na mesa com Holanda, porque a minha rasitura é aqui, para what about the capacity que eu tenho? Dus, botan, kumisa bem como renda nang to of whatever, of dunami pa ami porti mi renda nang pa yudami execute this. Anto, sei ta konang kumino ta wak, ta awaki ting hopi onderzoek, doorlichting. Pero tulor ko buhaya algo, manisita leiri ba niveau di reino ta bisa si uitvoering, dus execution ta ding emang di país mes. Do we have the resources? You know, dus ta konang ko ami ta kere echt firmly, ku mesera hasi diferente. E agora que ainda se por aí espaço para fazer e busca outra maneira para fazer, we have to do it.
Yeah, bump away. So,
Yeah, a little bit of a gossip, but like, go ahead. If it's still serious, let's stay in the serious topic, and then I'll bring the gossip.
no,
thing
mine
in.
is a little bit of gossip.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll go first.
All right.
Mention algo de resources, and somehow conversation with gente. I heard a rumor. Now, you might know. I know. So, there's a lot of problems going on in Aruba. Was a child molestation, blah, blah, blah. And we going to haciendo como onderzoek, as in bang investigar situación. Pero me acabé teniendo un rumor over que we all know a pelea que pasa entre con Evelyn Sujuhamber. And aparentemente me atende que está usando a que police com media para onderzoek a pelea over the Suju. As in, uma coisa pensa, but usando Aruba sus resources para investigar quando personal e não para investigar, like, I mean, it's just verdade, no, like, it's like
Abuse of power, bonta pizza. Let's get real.
That's what I heard. You know, like, hey, well, porque
Well, I mean, I lese online.
I mean, bon number tata plaster ding je.
Besay mo.
So, there's
Pero-
no way para mese.
No. Nos tursa say, no filter. Pero no, mi tama wak in noticias si ku ting investigasyon anda no anteri banta hopi honesto. Sino hopi kaso na Aruba ku nota solusyonar kaso ng di molestasyon, abuso di mucha, hopi kaso ng seryo. Ture caso ng di hobby ng di tiramento, San Nicolas ting hopi reto, hartamiento, and no está usando e resources ng award kinang pa by investigar. Sucedido kuha pasa durante un trip. I guess si tawata shark of Samil probably.
Nobody would care that
nah,
much.
you hear on the wall. Okay,
No,
mas
they would care. They would care for me. They would care for me.
If they did, we go after them.
It wouldn't be that serious. Not that big.
Mita usando ng example, no? Anto, say
Damn,
So
bro.
kung yung fight out, tapos apparently, kahit pa, in the news outlets, tataman ni Kasadi Gerlien, UD
sinabi
Prime
sa-
Minister, it was all over media.
Yeah.
But Ted ko Prime Minister bisa.
It was all over. She said it.
What?
since kuti yung segundo sta comprender de media, kuti yung investigation going on, mita wanta mi
Plead the
opinion in palabra pa mi mes. Pero
Ay, kalang pero may viahan, let's let it slide for this time.
das yes, investigation lo pape pa mes. If so, sita sina menos kung isa ito by
I would love to know what this
I'm
investigation does insera. Like, what are they investigating?
It's a waste of time. Like, pelea happens every freaking weekend. Anda ba biga ka you, anda ba investigar, like, get out of here.
Cierta mentalidad que realmente, this is kind of the problem. And it kind of, siempre me alerta. Nos tiene mentalidad, nos tiene mentalidad que aqui na Aruba, Cuba, misa bo partido a gana eleição, bo partido, aunque na perde 1.500 votos. Misa bo partido dentro do governo, e ora bota querer que Aruba te dibo para fazer o que aboquear com ele. Nossa wake dentro sorte exemplo e realmente aceita a mentalidade que nós mestre quebra e na pueblo mestre hobby
hobby
consciente.
peligroso.
Mas saber literally this is what leads to abuse of power, corruption, nepotism, and kind of the drama of friends and family that we live every day. So kind of like, bagan eleksyon pa by sirvi pueblo, pero patrimonio nacional nota pa bohasi dessa siku pa sobra abot na posisyon. E na nos falta madurez, bota ocupando uma posição, bota sirviendo como ministro, bota sirviendo como statenlid, abo nunca vira dono de um costa. E falta de madurez, te diz, ok, a mim tinha autoridades, a mim tem me brother no terreno, a mim tem esse saque, a mim tem esse sei, like that has to be eradicated.
Mi não sabe, o censo só no filter, portanto.
Não fica como excuse, avisa o cara que avisa.
All right.
That's
I mean,
exactly what we
visa,
have
no,
for
sei,
it.
visa na
Tem
visa.
algo, não, tem um quadro de lo qual que o Miguel te bisa, segundo mistura notas com mane ora que tá viniendo uma eleição, sempre tá viniendo caso com ele, então ora que a eleição passa, tu costa mane vira quieto a trove, and depois, you know, então tá conan ku bota comisa mane pensa mane, you know, não tá klopt, coisa suposto tá constante e eerlijk para turhende.
Em que sentido porque men caso com ele?
Não, das mané corruption cases, por exemplo, bota wak mané coisa que bosa kuta kind of é algo que nos partidos visita, mas tem viaja mané mostra que para influenciar a decisão de votador em momento aí. Ando depois tu costa mané
Correct. After election, nobody hears anything anymore. Like, oh, what happened?
Sim, e aceita quando que tu traz desconfiança de uma comunidade, de um sistema que eigenlijk tem que protect bo. Bota wak mani, bosa reaksyonan gewoon in general or boa notícia, henen to mani, whatever, bosa minuto quiero din sistema mas, of bosa antes sei tá algo hope peligroso, e eta motivo nanta maneira lo qual que Miguel tá mencionando.
E também nós temos que admitir que nós temos sistema hope polarizado, como tem dois partidos grandes at opposite ends, e desafortunadamente hope de nosso instituto no público agora politizado. Então, basicamente, people, es como yeah, y not a cine, not a professional service. It's a kind of like the undue political influence.
Now, com Mrs. Marisol tá sentindo about all of this? Like, você ever daling diante da bisa bosa mane? I told you so. Like, has she never like said any stuff like this? Because like a lot of the things that she did say, are resultado de kind of low key. That.
Okay, so Marisol is a badass of Aruban politics. Let me put it that way.
Let's get me to be showing time, by the way.
You should get her. She walks in platforms this big, which I'm sure she goes jogging in at times. Ame a conocer Marisol now in politics. And if you want a little bit of gossip, I'll tell you how kind of like it all came.
Tell us more.
Obviously, I knew who she was from thing, and then I got into politics. And before she had launched her candidacy, candidato di mi atopele in fiesta, and by papi con ele, and it was kind of like, sí, blah, 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 and, you know, and he said, sí, and he kind of said, you know, I'm joining politics, and her comment was like, você situação topi grave por renda para estágio tem governo agora aqui. And I was just like, and then my candidate came and told me, and I was like, okay, was she talking about you or was she talking about me? We didn't know. So the first time I met her in person was like, você orando de firmamento. Daphne actually introduced me, and she went like this, like, sí, mas escuché un programa radial. Because I was on Soppy Mix and I threw a bit of shade her way to help Daphne's candidacy. So like, we didn't really know each other, but it kind of like, I was like, okay. But anyway, so then I met her after, I think it was this first debate, she did really well. So then I went up to her and I said, well done.
And she skipped ours.
Yeah, she skipped, well, yeah, whatever. And
But
then she was in the last
filter.
But then kind of, let's say, you know, after the election, and I made that call for the small parties to sit together, to just chat, to talk, and then kind of form a strategy to then go negotiate with either of the bigger parties.
Which people claim that was like strategically planned.
Complot.
Of course,
Yeah, the complot.
The complot.
dumb people think it's a complot. Anybody intelligent would realize it's a strategic plan to kind of leverage our campaign promises to represent the 19,575 people that voted for a change.
You really remember
And
that?
so what I
finance
have
guy,
to say is like Marisol jumped on it like right away. You know, she kind of lets Miguel, I'm interested. So we waited a day. We couldn't get Raisa on board because they were lost wherever. Then we kind of went to go have coffee. And then, so that was the real time that we actually got to hang out a bit. And she is a lot of fun. I love her. Like politics would not be as good if she wasn't still here. Like, she's a lot of fun. And that kind of, we traveled in IPCO and stuff like that. She has a lot of great stories. She has like a wealth of experience. And so like, I'm glad she's there. I'm glad and it's also kind of a vindication for her. Let's say, for example, she at one point was number 2 in MAP with 4,800 votes, whilst Nello Di Bata at the time was a leader with like 5,200. So like 400 votes separating them. Like she was, and Evelyn was number 3. So she was supposed to be the leader of MAP. That's who they wanted. So they kind of chopped off her head and kicked her out. And
that was the reason?
Well, that was the main reason why she got chopped from MAP. So like, let me say, she's been through a lot in politics. If I had, and that she's still here fighting, is admirable. Like she's like, yeah, Miguel, I'm a survivor. I'm like, no, you're a thriver. So, but it's so. She's a force to be reckoned with.
She knows how to play that machete. She's from the hood.
We want to have her on the show, but like we don't know how to contact her. So like we don't have.
She's your buddy. You can tell her to come now.
I'll ask her.
Thank you.
That was my whole idea. Why I said what I said. Like we don't know how to contact her. Come on, you gotta say something.
Wow.
It's
I
good.
just threw this in.
It's
wow.
good, no?
It's strong.
Well, I
But
saw
it's
you
good.
pour a lot. You weren't looking when
I
you were
did
pouring.
I
You were
did
like,
the most.
Sassy. I'm like, Shark, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I did the most.
No, guys, we're reaching actually the end. We're actually way over time, but well, we started like
It's okay.
at 15 more minutes. This. But anything else you want to say before we close out the show?
I don't want to roast nobody, so I think y'all have to come back again.
Oh, okay, damn.
Yeah, I think y'all have to come back again so we can like really go into because now, like we posted to ask people ask to y'all some questions.
Yeah.
But I feel like after seeing this, a lot of people are gonna have a lot more questions for you. So
Maybe we'll bring more people on like with you guys. Like maybe we'll get some
Eventually
more
you'll have to
mics.
come
We'll get like we'll bring Buddy Soul over there in the corner.
you said more mics. Where are you gonna put people?
We'll figure it out, dude. We'll
Aight.
we'll change the setup a little bit. But look how many chairs you got.
Say no more, fam.
Pero let's Miguel, can you hook us up with Marisol? And,
I will ask. When I see her in Parliament, Gerlien can ask as well.
You guys go
We see her all
together
the
like a
time,
team.
yeah.
Go together.
Yeah,
like,
go. Entiende. Dapat tuwas mo arm, pero by the show. We want to know.
Bimbi
'cause-
sa nos quién espiritu ng tao.
wanna
We
know.
still don't know.
And this
We
is the
still
perfect
haven't had
place
any
to say
names.
it.
People want to know the last time she was like the whole case that happened with her, and then all of a sudden the Parliament stopped the whole show.
Ghostbusters.
And like everybody, no, maganda kid though. Like I want to know what's in those papers. Come on.
Marisol Busters, we're ready.
God damn. All right, guys. First of all, thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for not
Thanks for
being
the invite.
extremely political. Being yourselves, just chill, having a
I did my
conversation.
best.
Oh, you did good. You did good.
We applaud it,
Possible.
we applaud it.
Possible. Well, guys, thanks for coming. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, we're going to bring these guys back. Just send us a DM. Carla, se você share a video aqui, vou te dar voucher. 200 pagando voucher de Gianni's group, 75 florins each. Então, se pagando butter, vai a walkie. Makaya post ka a walkie. Feature sa mil, pasada sa mil. Talvez post a walkie picture de nos quatro. Like it, tag 3 friends, and follow No Filter in Paradise. E Jabiana 8. Vamos anunciar tudo ganador ng Corgana voucher e a bottle. Thanks to Gianni's group and Roll My Trading. Guys, see you next. ¿Qué pasa?
¿Me quiera añadir algo?
Sorry.
Short. No, I mean, por al país hindi muhenang. Sí.
Today, yes.
Yeah, me wearing orange, yung tiki,
Yeah.
pero ito just tame pa recordar turhende muhen, turhende ko awareness inang di ko ni momento aqui desde dia 25 de novembro nós tem lo qual ko UN declare como tomane posa awareness week nang pa lo qual ko ta violence against women pa nos recordar esse I mean women have to empower each other e aboso tame dos mesa empower us. So just remind us ay naturhende e pa corda we're Orange World tem último of tem siguiente 2 semanas.
Queria usar algo shady, like it's gonna remind you handing gobyerno também, deve ser. Que tu brinca outro. It's just a little bit of shade, sorry. Maybe I resist the music say.
Success.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching and see you all next week. Peace.
Ow.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Taboo, trends, anything and everything. You can watch us every single week on YouTube and Facebook. This is No Filter in Paradise.